We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the SoDo district of Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Cam Newton and the New England Patriots. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. On first down, Newton. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down. A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll get this underneath to Michel. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Sony Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton, man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Michel. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 32. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
First down, Patriots.
Newton on first down. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground is Michelle. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
That was a really nice play. He was able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Now it's Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Newton now to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. After the interception, here's Wilson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. Being chased out left. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw it a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive, nothing wrong with being electric, nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
They'll run for it. High. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Carlos Hyde turned away on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll fight his tight end here, Asiasi. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton, deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Newton. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 48-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Patriots 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Deep ball for Goodwin. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 45.
Newton's pass intercepted.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. He's got a first down and more past the 30. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 83 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
On the play. And a Patriot first down.
Out of the gun, Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On second down, Michel. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 26. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Alton Robinson in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll run it. This is Michel. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Seahawks 24, Patriots 6. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throwing again on second down. Newton buying time to his left. Throw left side here, taken in by Asiasi, the tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
8-yard gain on the play. First down.
Newton to throw. He completes it right side to White. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 33. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
First down, Patriots.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
It's second down.
After the sack on first down, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. But now it'll be 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
3rd and long. It's Newton. That's complete right side to Asiasi. Now the ball comes loose. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
Darrell Taylor, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 4th touchdown on the year. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, Patriots 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A good pick up there, 26 yards.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
It's now 2nd and
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Newton now to throw. To Michelle on the screen. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on third down, Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
It's fourth down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Good job.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Bolden on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Line 36. Line 36. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Come on. Come on, D. Check. 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 Gun.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Following the penalty, Michel. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.